Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope this video finds everyone watching in good health and in good spirits. This is an update to a video I made earlier this morning, and I just wanted to clarify a few things. In my video earlier, I said that if we, the people, don't take back our government, that we're doomed. And I firmly believe that with all my heart. We're playing in a rigged game. In other words, the deck is stacked against us. There are a few people that we send to Washington to represent us, and there's no one to keep control of them. We have the ability to change that, and I think we need to. No matter what side you're on, left or right, they have the deck in their hands, and they deal from the bottom. So whether you're listening to conservative talk radio or progressive liberal radio, they all want to tell you to go out and vote, go out and vote, go out and vote. But we all have went out and voted, and nothing's changed. Nothing changed at all. We need to put some caveats into some of the rules that the candidates, before they decide to run, will agree to. I believe sending our representative to Washington to represent us is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, whether you're on the left or the right. But who's there to watch them and keep an eye on them? Whether we send them to the House of Representatives or we send them to the Senate, they have the ability to hire staff. And I think we ought to make it mandatory that whoever we elect, on what either side we elect them to go represent us, that they take two chosen people that we, the citizens, vote on to send with them to keep an eye on them. And if they will not agree to that, they do not even need to apply to run for whatever office it is they want to run for. One thing I've noticed through the years is the fact that we send lawyers and attorneys to represent us. In the practical world, we really don't hold lawyers and attorneys in high regard, with high moral standards. So why are we sending them? You know, it's not against the law to send one of our neighbors that's never had any experience in government, never had any experience with law, who we know that has lived amongst us for many, many, many years, to send them to Washington. So I believe that the way that we are electing our representatives needs to change. And this is only one of the ways that we can take back power for the American people. As I spoke earlier, I'm not real fond of what's going on either side. We have no power. We are pawns in their chess game. And it's a shame. because our country's not getting any better. Like I said, our country is in bad shape. We've got a president right now, and I hold the office of the presidency in high regard, but I do not hold this president in high regard. He's even told his own party, and the Democratic National Party has told their constituents that there's not going to be any debates, that this feeble-minded individual that's in the presidency right now is who they're backing. And it's quite obvious the reason they're backing him is because they control him. But that's not the issue. No one will tell you how to take back your country. You can listen to folks on AM radio on liberal channels. You can listen to folks on AM radio on the far right or conservative channels, and they'll just tell you to vote. Hey, listen, I'm not a millionaire, but everyone you listen to on the radio are millionaires, and they want to keep the status quo. As much as they want to portray to you that, man, they want to do the right thing and this is what we need to do, but all they will tell you that we need to do is to vote. We've been voting. And it's not working. No matter what metric you look at this from, America is divided like any time in our country's past. It's never been this divided. And it's not the American citizens that are dividing each other. It's our government dividing us. They have to divide us. If they do not divide us, then whoever does the best job is going to win the presidency, win the Senate, and win the House. And they can't have that. So I'm going to tell you what goes on behind closed doors. The Democrats and the Republican state House of Representatives go into their closed door meetings. And they figure out, okay, this is what we need to do to keep us in power. Same thing takes place in the Senate. And they play the American people as fools. We're not fools. We know what's going on. And so my recommendation, and this is only one, I have several others. But one of my recommendations is, come next election, we put on the ballot that whoever's running, we ask them question, are you willing to take 2 of our constituents with you to Washington and hire them as your staff? And they will be watching. And they are going to report back to us if you are representing us or if you're just trying to get your pockets fat. I know this sounds crude, but it needs to be done. A president, a very wise president, many, many years ago made a statement. And it rings true. It will always ring true. Trust, but verify. There's only one person, one super being that I trust. That is God. Everyone else, I verify. And if we take a step to change the status quo as the way it's done today, we may have a chance to save this country. Now, I'll tell you something, that radio hosts, television hosts, that make millions of dollars, won't tell you, because I'm not making any money. This is just my opinion. If we don't change what's going on right now, we're going to be a socialist country. And I don't know if the folks that are watching my videos realize that socialism is not for the socialists. It's for the people. Because the people in charge, they have everything. Socialism is what the people end up with. I just want people to wake up. I want them to go out and look at what's going on. Now, if you find anything wrong with my proposal of sending 2 other of our constituents with whoever wins the nomination and wins the golden ticket to the land of utopia, referred as Washington, D.C., let me know. Let me know in the comments. I mean, if I was running for any office and one of the stipulations was that I would take 2 people from my district or my constituency and I would hire them, and with the knowledge that, they're going to pay attention to the bills that I vote on and how I vote, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But then again, I'm not a lying politician. This is just one of the ways that we can change to bring things more in the favor for we the people. This is our country. One of the things that bothers me, it doesn't matter which channel you watch, they have the same people, day in, day out, day in, day out. And they're making millions of dollars, but they have no suggestions. Just vote. Well, we vote. But what happens when we vote and we win, and we send people to represent us, and they believe they know better than the people that put them into office? That's not representation. That's someone that just wants to take care of themselves. So that's just one of the ideas that I have. I have many others. They may not be worth a hoot. Who knows? But that's one of the ways that we get to keep an eye on the people that we send to Washington, D.C. There's a lot of shady things that take place in Washington, D.C. They do a lot of this rolling up different bills into one and voting on one bill that has 17 different legislations in it. I don't like that. I like what's called standalone bills. In other words, one bill has one meaning for it. You don't put 17 bills in one and vote on 17. Get 14 that you agree with and 3 of them that just devastates our economy. They're crooks. But, I mean, like I said, most of them are attorneys. When I say take back the power, I mean take back the power. From this point forward, I want everyone out there who loves our country, whoever stands up and says, I'm throwing my hat into the ring for dog catcher, I want you to ask them, are you going to do whatever the constituency wants, even if it goes against your belief? If it does not agree with the winner, if he says, no, I'm going to vote what's in my heart, well, he's telling millions of people that he don't care about you. So he's no good for you. Like I said in my earlier video, these people are crooks. I will give solutions. I'll give recommendations. And if you don't agree with it, all you have to do is comment below. Bring something to the table. Let me know what you think we should do. We can't take any more of this. We're losing our freedoms faster right now than any time in our past. I just pray the American people wake up. And as I've always said, this is only my opinion. Please do some research on your own. Come up with your own educated beliefs. But it's pretty desperate right now. I love this country. I love my fellow Americans. This is not the America that we grew up with. In the last 9 years, we've lost so much freedoms. The American people are quick to just give up their freedoms as quick as possible in the name of security, which is false. Thank you for watching.